Hello, and welcome to Will and Grace Reads.
Today, we are reading Silhouette.
Is it a little bit of a different pace? Is it a creepypasta? So let's get started. My family have been living in the house for almost 10 years, but not once did we ever encounter anything supernatural or creepy. Probably because we built this house ourselves and made sure no dead bodies were buried in the soil, so we wouldn't have to worry about previous families having dark histories or such. Nobody has died in the house either, which is why something disturbing finally happened to me on a certain afternoon. I couldn't come up with an explanation why it happened. It was summer break, those times when you have no school stuff to worry about and you can lay around the house all day. Most of the time, the only people in the house were me, my younger brother, my grandma, since my mom was working and my older brother had a summer job. After spending hours on the computer, I finally got bored and decided to take a quick bath since the afternoon felt so humid and hot. You see, our bathroom door has this stainless glass design or something. I'm not good at describing different types of glass. So you can see the silhouette of people passing by the door. But other details like eyes, nose, or mouth is not clear. When my mom got it installed, I hate it because I was a girl and I don't like the idea of people seeing me while inside there, even if it's just my silhouette. Because if you come close enough to the glass, the better person on the other side will see you. I had two brothers, so I don't really understand why the heck my mom installed that thing. Anyways, my bath was going fine until I turned my head and realized a tall figure was standing right outside the door. It surely wasn't my grandma since she's a short person, so I concluded it was my brother because that guy is flipping tall, even if he's younger than me.
Hey, I'm showering. Go away.
I yelled, but he didn't even move an inch. He's probably just trying to annoy me again, so I decided to throw a shampoo bottle against the door.
Go away!
Thankfully, he did go away, and I just finished my shower while feeling a bit mad. As soon as I got dressed, I went to confront him in his room. He was busy playing his PC.
What were you doing standing in front of the bathroom like a creep while I was showering? I wasn't creeping on you.
He said simply without even looking at me. I just rolled my eyes and didn't press any further, since he tends to lie when caught doing some junk and wouldn't be easy to make him admit to it anyways. I decided to just shrug it off because he didn't do it again the rest of the day, so maybe he was just bored that moment. The next day I was taking a noon shower again, and when I looked at the door, there he was again, standing there and probably watching my silhouette move as I moved.
Dan! Go away!
I screamed, feeling annoyed but partially creeped out by my brother's actions. I was starting to think that he probably discovered some inappropriate material online and is now starting to fantasize about it. I was downright creepy.
Go away or I'll call Mom.
Finally, he started to slowly turn around and walk away, then disappeared into the left hallway. I was about to let out a relieved sigh, but then a different silhouette came running from the opposite hallway and stopped right in front of the door. My blood ran cold when I realized that that person is surely my brother. I could clearly see his brown skin and even the yellow tint of his SpongeBob shirt. The other silhouette, however, was equally tall, but pure black, as if it was just a shadow.
What did you say?
He called out, like he really didn't hear what I had been screaming. I wasn't able to answer because I was still completely shocked about what just happened. It was like my mind went blank.
Hey, you okay?
My brother's voice snapped me out of it, and I hurriedly got dressed. When I got out, I was greeted by his confused face. I probably looked so pale because I could still feel numb from all of that shock. I pulled my brother to the living room and started to explain everything to him. He didn't tease or laugh at me because even though we made each other mad most of the time, when one of us is totally shaken up, we know something is surely wrong. He explained that he didn't hear anybody else sneak into the house, and we even have 5 dogs outside, for gosh sake, and none of them barked even once. We didn't want to conclude that it was something paranormal since, just like I said earlier, we never experienced such things in the house after living there for a very long time, and it happened in broad daylight. Don't paranormal activities prefer to haunt people at night? We decided to approach our grandma since she's the one that's experiencing odd things during her younger days. All she told us was that the spirits tend to visit homes once in a while, even if they don't know the people living there. She even joked that maybe some certain spirit just fancied me. But that idea only scared me more. The 3 of us agreed to keep the matters from my mother, and since she's a full-blown skeptic, would probably just nag me, saying that I'm reading too much horror stuff. It was already comforting enough for me to know that 2 people sincerely believed me. Since that last encounter, I didn't enter the bathroom without praying to be kept safe from whatever that thing was. For all we know, it could be a demon, and I sure as heck don't want a demon stalking me. It didn't happen again for a few days, as if it gave me a break, but then it visited me again, as if for one final goodbye. Being the very unfortunate me, it was late at night, and one of the lights was already off, although none of us were asleep yet. I was the last to take a shower, but I made sure I had my phone inside the bathroom with me, since the fear was still crawling around my system. I kept my eyes glued to the stained glass as I tried to shower as quickly as I can. I was only halfway done washing away the shampoo when I saw the same black figure slowly walk closer to the door. I actually flipping saw how it appeared from the dark hallway like it was always been there all the time. Heart racing, I slowly reached for my phone, letting the shower stay on so that thing wouldn't know that I already noticed it. I was already letting out shaky breaths as I went to my brother's contact number. As soon as I pressed call, my brother's phone started ringing. From somewhere in the house, the figure suddenly reached for the doorknob and started to try to open it. The knob was shaking so violently that I thought it would actually break. At that point, I just lost it. I screamed. I let out the loudest scream I've made my whole life, hoping that everyone would hear it and come to my rescue. I just felt so helpless. It was the most horrifying thing I had ever experienced. I felt like whatever that was, it wanted to hurt me. Then loud footsteps echoed in the hallway. The figure quickly stepped back and immediately disappeared back into the darkness as if it was never there. Then I could hear my brothers and my mom calling for me outside. I fumbled to wrap myself in a towel and open the door. I hugged whoever was nearest to me and cried. Jumbled words of explanation came out of my mouth, and I just hoped that they understood me. Thankfully, my mom didn't nag me and stayed beside me the whole night to assure me that I'll be okay. Immediately after that, my mom had the door removed and replaced it with a normal solid one. Since then, I haven't seen that thing again, though I couldn't deny that I still have that constant fear that one day it'll pop up in my face and finally get me. I never knew what exactly it was and what it wanted from me. For all I know, it's actually just standing behind the solid door, staring at the plain white surface like it could still see me. So let's get started. My family have been This is supposed to be serious, Grace.
Okay, we'll just put that at the end of the video. We'll restart.
So, Grace?
Oh my god, I'm gonna need my phone when I shower now. This thing's gonna come and get me.
It got you. It's not bad. It's actually not bad.
I've always felt creepy when I get a shower. I don't know, because that's weird, like, horror things like to come and get you.
Well, you're completely vulnerable there.
I know, because you're naked and you're afraid, just like the television show.
Well, when you're in that situation, Grace, just pretend that you're at the beach. Then you'll be perfectly comfortable and be able to do whatever you want.
I'm not naked at the beach.
Well, almost.
Like half naked, okay? It's different. But anyway.
Technically, Grace, it's 3/4.
Yes. And then it's like summer, and I'm on summer break right now. It's going, oh god. And I have 3 older brothers.
That is true.
I almost laughed at like the SpongeBob part because I thought that was funny.
Hey, your SpongeBob shirt.
Okay, and I almost freaked out because like I heard Isaiah in the background in his room, and I was like, "Oh my god, please don't kill me." But I'm good. Good. I'll just need to get showers, and I mean I can scream pretty loud, so
Yeah,
my family
although
will know if I'm getting attacked by a ghost.
Although you only have one exit, and you are underground, so if they're all in the backyard, they won't be able to hear you.
in the backyard?
Well, something may distract them to go into the back. I mean, it's unlikely, but I mean, if it did happen, you'd be alone without anyone to hear you scream.
This is why I hate you. I didn't know how to respond to that, so I just went to the I hate you. Yeah. Seemed like a good idea. But no, they won't be in our backyard, so and we don't have a glass door. We have like a shower. And
Yeah.
like okay, now in the story is like you know how like that door that's obviously not the shower door, right? So is it like she's like in the shower and it's like open and then there's a door like on the other side of the room? So like she can like see through where she's showering? Like I'm so confused by this layout of this room.
Well, the door itself is the foggy glass. So naturally it's assumed that she doesn't have a curtain or anything like that, so it's just clear glass. Like some bathrooms have that, where it's just clear glass in the bathroom.
So she has like a clear glass in her shower, and then
or
like
whatever
the door like across from her shower is
yeah.
where she saw the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So she saw through 2 glasses?
Well, the glass is like normal. Like clear, completely see-through, or there's no glass of that at all. Like whatever it is.
It could be like a shower curtain, I guess. Maybe.
Well, whatever it is, she can see perfectly through it.
Well, no, like at the end, I would think that she could see perfectly through it because, she saw him like through the handle and everything. But then at the first part of the story, she's just like, oh, I thought it was my brother because it was a shadowy figure.
Well, that's because of the door. The door is a window. The door has a window in it.
So in the last part of the story, the ghost was about to come in, and she was like, "Ah, heck no," and started screaming.
Yeah, because, she saw through the glass that the ghost was in, the wall on the other side of the hallway, and the final scary part is when the ghost got close enough to the door to work the handle.
So why does he all of a sudden want to come in?
Because that's scary.
Genius!
Well, it's time to end the video.